Objective Geology, multiple choice questions with answers. So this is the solved question paper of Telangana SET exam 2023. And I hope this question paper is useful for various competitive exams and like CSR, NET, GATE, GSI, civil services exams and other exams. Welcome to SET 1. First question. Isostasy maintains a balance between what and what? So the choices are A. Coriolis force and gravitational force. B. Convergence and divergence. C. Thermal expansion and contraction. And D. Buoyancy and gravitational force. So isostasy maintains a balance between buoyancy and gravitational force. So isostasy is the balance between the downward gravitational force and the upward buoyant force. So that's why D. Buoyancy and gravitational force is the correct answer. Next question. Match the following. So there are A, B, C, D is given and 1, 2, 3, 4 are given. So like tundra, Mediterranean forests and mangroves, taiga, and here 1, 2, 3 like found in salty areas to semi-arid to semi-humid with winter rainfall, and 3 found in subarctic and humid conditions, and 4 found near brackish or fresh or brackish water, and 5 found in Arctic regions. So the choices like A3, B2, C5, D2 and B, A3, B4, C2, D5 and C, A5, B2, C1 and D3, D, A5, B1, C4 and D3. So out of this, so the correct option is C, like tundra. So tundra, these are found in Arctic regions, and Mediterranean forests. Mediterranean forests are found nearby semi-arid to semi-humid with winter rainfall, and mangroves. So mangroves are found in salty areas like marshy areas, and taiga. Taiga is nothing but these are found in subarctic and humid conditions. So that's why C is the correct option. Next question. What are cineresis cracks? Cineresis cracks are, the choices given are A form of desiccation crack, B, a type of trace fossil, C, subaqueous shrinkage cracks, and D, a type of penny-contemporaneous deformation feature. So cineresis cracks are subaqueous shrinkage cracks. So these subaqueous shrinkage cracks, they can develop on through a surface that has been continuously covered in water. So cineresis cracks in some shales and lime mudstones, they may initially be preserved as small cavities, which then usually fill with silt and sand from either the overlying or underlying beds and laminae. So cineresis cracks are subaqueous shrinkage cracks. C is the correct option. Next question. Dash type of magmas are originated by lithospheric upwelling and decompression melting due to lithosphere extension. So the choices given are, so that is what type of magmas are originated by lithospheric upwelling and decompression melting due to lithosphere extension. A. Mid-oceanic ridges, B. Oceanic islands, C. Island arcs, D. All of the above. So the correct answer is A. Mid-oceanic ridges. The mid-oceanic ridge is the most extensive chain of mountains on Earth. It may stretch up to nearly 65,000 kilometers, and with more than 90% of the mountain range, this is lying underwater in the deep ocean. So A, mid-oceanic ridges are the correct answer. Next question. Consider the following statements. So statement 1, the variation of the Earth's magnetic field is stronger during the day than that during the night. And B, statement 2, magnetic materials become less magnetic on heating. So out of this, A, statements 1 and 2 are true and 2 explains 1. B, statements 1 and 2 are true but 2 does not explains 1. And C, statement 1 and 2 are false. And D, statement 1 is false and 2 is true. So out of this, so B is the correct option because statements 1 and 2 are true. Like if you come to the statement 1, the variation of the Earth's magnetic field is stronger during the day than during the night. It's the correct statement. And 2 is also correct. Like magnetic materials, they become less magnetic on heating. But this magnetic materials become less magnetic on heating is the statement 2. It does not explain the variation of the Earth's magnetic field. That means this is not related to this one. Like statement 2 does not explain 1. So that's why B is the correct option. Next question. Magnetic anomaly strips occur symmetrically on either side of the mid-Atlantic ridge. So similar anomaly patterns are difficult to detect in Precambrian terrains because the choices are A. Oceans did not exist in the Precambrian. B. Precambrian oceanic crust was subducted and consumed. C. Precambrian oceanic crust was less dense. And D. Mid-oceanic ridges did not exist in the Precambrian. So the correct option is B. Precambrian oceanic crust was subducted and consumed. When an oceanic plate converges with a continental plate, the oceanic crust will always subduct under the continental crust because the oceanic crust is naturally denser, and convergent boundaries are these are commonly associated with larger earthquakes and higher volcanic activity. So here B. Precambrian oceanic crust was subducted and consumed is the correct answer. Next question. S waves move faster through gabbro than granodiorite because A. Gabbro is denser than granodiorite but has much higher shear modulus. B. Granodiorite is denser than gabbro but has higher shear modulus. C. Granodiorite is lighter than gabbro but has higher shear modulus. And D. Granodiorite and gabbro have similar densities but gabbro has higher shear modulus. Out of these, A is the correct option because gabbro is denser than granodiorite and this has much higher shear modulus when compared to granodiorite. So that's why gabbro has in gabbro the S waves move faster than granodiorite. So A is the correct option. Next question. A turbidite deposit contains the following: A. Massive bed. B. Lower parallel lamination. C. Upper parallel lamination. D. Structureless mud. E. Ripple cross lamination. So which of the following represents the correct bottom to up sequence? So that is from the bottom to up, what is the sequence? So A, D, B, C, E, B, B, A, E, D, C, and C, A, C, E, B, D, and D, D, C, E, B, A. So if you come from bottom to the top, the correct sequence is like massive bed, then after that upper parallel lamination, then after that ripple cross lamination, then after that lower parallel lamination, then after that structureless mud. So this is the sequence from bottom to the top. So C is the correct option in a turbidite deposit. Next question. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list. So here list 1 and list 2 are given. A. Bajda. All these questions they were asked in Telangana Service Exam 2023. So here in the list 1, A. Bajda, Drinkater, C. Khan, D. Dolines, and in the list 2, Aeolian, Desert, Glacial, and Karst are given. So the choices are A, S, B, Q, C, R, D, P, and B, A, Q, B, P, C, R, and D, S, and C, A, Q, B, S, C, P, and D, R, and D, A, Q, B, S, C, R, and D, P. So here, so the correct option is AQ, BP, CR, and DS. So Bajda, this is formed due to this is formed in the desert region, right? This is formed due to desert region. And Drinkater. So Drinkater, this is formed due to Aeolian landform, and Karn. So Karn, it is a glacial landform, and dolines. So dolines are formed in the karst region. So these are formed due to underground water. So that's why. So B is the correct option. Next question. The following is a list of important events in organic evolution. A. First appearance of mammals. B. First appearance of fishes. C. First appearance of birds. And D. First appearance of flowering plants. Which of the following is the correct ascending stratigraphic order? So that means we have to come from the low one. So A. B, A, C, D. B. A, B, C, D. And C. B, D, C, A. And D. D, B, C, A. So out of this, D is the correct answer because from the bottom, that means there was first the appearance of flowering plants has happened first, and then after that fishes have appeared. That is the first appearance of fishes, and after the fishes birds have been evolved. First appearance of birds, then after the first appearance of mammals. So that's why DBCA is the correct option. Next question. A density log, it provides continuous record of a formations reaction to medium energy focused A. Fast neutrons, B. Gamma rays, C. Sound waves, and D. Electric current. So the correct answer is next question. Which statement is correct? 1. Seismic reflection method depends on acoustic impedance contrast. 2. Gravity method is sensitive to lateral density variations. And 3. Magnetic method is sensitive to susceptibility contrast. And 4. Electrical method depends on electrical resistivity variations. So out of this, A, B, C, D are given. So A only 1 is correct, B only 2 and 3 are correct, and C only 4 is correct, and D 1, 2, 3, 4 are correct. So all the statements are correct, like seismic reflection method, it depends on acoustic impedance contrast, and gravity method is sensitive to lateral density variations, and magnetic method is sensitive to susceptibility contrast. Electrical method depends on electrical resistivity variation. So all are correct. So D is the correct option. Next question. Dash went extinct during the Cretaceous Tertiary extinction. A. Brachiopods, B. Graptolites, and C. Ammonites, and D. Trilobites. So the correct option is C. Ammonites. Why did ammonites go extinct? Because at the end of the Cretaceous period, there was an asteroid colloid with the earth, and it brought on a global mass extinction. And so this lingering effect, so or impact, that is winter halted photosynthesis on land and in the oceans, which had a major impact on the food availability and was devastating for ammonites. So that's why ammonites went extinct during the Cretaceous Tertiary extinction, KT extinction. So C is the correct answer. Next question. The difference of two refractive indices is called, this is a very simple question, A. Biaxial, B. Uniaxial, C. Birefringence, D. Isoaxial. So birefringence is the difference of two refractive indices. That's why C is the correct answer. Next question. Which rock formation is absolutely impermeable? So A. Aquifer, B. Aquiclude, C. Aquifuse, and D. Aquitol. Naturally, aquifuse is absolutely impermeable, and aquifuse is an absolutely impermeable unit that will not transmit any water. And an aquiclude is a formation that has very low hydraulic conductivity and hardly transmits water. So an aquifer is a formation which transmits and which receives water. So that's why here, which is absolutely impermeable means aquifuse is absolutely impermeable. C is the correct answer. Next question. Columnar joints are also called as A. Radial joints, B. Pyramid joints, and C. Prismatic joints, and D. Box joints. Columnar joints are also called as prismatic joints. So columnar jointing, it consists of sets of regularly spaced parallel fractures. So these are also known as joints that intersect in a roughly prismatic pattern. So that's why these are known as prismatic joints. And most columns are hexagonal, but they may have anywhere they form 3 to 7 sides also. So columnar joints are also called as prismatic joint. C is the correct. Next question. Fold with the flattened top is A. Square fold, B. Plateau fold, C. Box fold, and D. Conjugate fold. Fold with the flattened top is known as a box fold. So box fold, it may be described as a special type of the fold with exceptionally flattened top and steep inclined limbs. So these are almost forming 3 sides of a rectangle. So fold with the flattened top is known as a box fold. C is the correct option. Next question. Whose isostasy model is used in mid-oceanic ridges? So that means the isostasy model proposed or used in mid-oceanic ridges was proposed by whom? 1. Reed, 2. Pratt, 3. Taylor, 4. Airy. So choose the correct options. So whose isostasy model is used in mid-oceanic ridges? So the choices are A. 1 only, B. 2 only, that is A. Reed, and B. The Pratt only, and C. both the 3 and 4 like a Taylor and Airy, and D. none of the above. So the model which has been used in the mid-oceanic ridges is by Pratt model. So mid-oceanic ridges are explained by the Pratt hypothesis as overlying regions of unusually low density in the upper mantle, and this reflects the thermal expansion from the higher temperatures present under the ridges. So 2, that is Pratt model is used in mid-oceanic ridges is the correct option. Next question. The rate of sediment accumulation is maximum at A. Continental shelves, B. Continental slopes, C. Continental rises, and D. Deep ocean floor. The rate of sediment accumulation is maximum at deep ocean floor. So with the sea floor spreading at a rate of about 20 to 40 kilometers per million years. So this represents sediment accumulation rate of approximately 100 to 200 meters every 25 to 50 million years. So the rate of sediment accumulation is maximum at the deep ocean floor. So D is the correct option. Next question. In the table given below, identify the correct pair. So a table is given like this, plate boundary type and example, like ocean divergent and then continent divergent, ocean continent convergence, continent continent convergence, transform boundary. Then examples are given like San Andreas Fault, Himalaya, Mid Atlantic Ridge, East African Rift and then Andes. So we have to choose the correct option like AH, B, I, CJ, DG, EF and B, AI, BJ, CG, DF and EG, C, AH, BG, CF, DY and EJ and D, AJ, BH, CI, DG and EF. So out of this, the correct pair goes as A, like ocean divergent. So ocean divergent, this is regarding with the example as a mid-Atlantic ridge. It is an example for the ocean divergent plate boundary. And coming to the continent divergent. So continent divergent is the East African rift is an example of continent divergent. And ocean continental convergence. So for this Andes it represents as an example of ocean continental convergence. And for continent convergence we can give as a Himalaya. And for the transform we can go that San Andreas Fault in USA. So it's an example of transform fault. So the correct option is A. I hope you have learned some important questions from this, and see you in the next video. Your suggestions are more welcome. Thank you for your time.